Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Nowsite users group known as the AI Wecare team, regular Friday meeting where we meet to discuss all things Nowsite and all the great improvements and tips and tricks of what we do. And so thank you everybody for joining us this morning. And I am actually joining you remote from sunny Palm Beach, Florida this morning. So it looks like my backyard right now looks like Johnny's background. And doing that. But I will be back in the Houston area midweek next week after I return from Florida. But as you know, we're always available. You'll get an out of office message from me. But if you need my services and I'm not available, Mary's there to help you and vice versa. So don't be afraid there. And for all you out there in the video land, this is March 3rd, 2023. So it's 3/3/23. And this is the recording, and it will be up on our YouTube channel, which is the AI We Care team channel, by the weekend, and also will be up on our resource website, which is the AI We Care team.now.site, where you can find a lot of really good, useful information that Mary procures every week and puts together for us. So we have all the latest and greatest information to use to help make your efforts on Nowsite as smooth as possible. And again, if you need assistance, you can go to the homepage of that website, aiwecareteam.now.site, and it has how to contact Mary and I 5 days a week on there if you need our help and assistance. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mary, and she's going to give us average 411. Okay, and if everybody would mute their Zoom call, we really appreciate it. So thank you very much. And Mary, on to you.
All right, I'm driving, correct?
Yep.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon in some, and welcome wherever you are videoing us. I'm going to share a couple of things with you. The home page is what Steve was just talking about right here, where you can reach the team call. You can also scroll down here and see Steve's information, book, call, or Zoom with him. And you can also do the same thing with me down here at the bottom. One of the things I do want to take your notice over to is our February page. Because this is the first call of March, I want to make sure that everybody has turned in their code words and watched the video so that you're up to date on what's going on. If you have not already downloaded or refreshed your app, whether it's from the Play Store or the App Store, go ahead and do that, because everybody now should have the capability of having AI on your mobile phone. Okay, that was a big push that they did this last week to do the AI on the phone. So make sure that y'all are aware of that. The phone's going to do a tremendous amount of work, but please remember, building a website is not designed for the phone. Okay, sending messages, absolutely. Sending it through SalesFlow, absolutely. Do not try and make a website using your mobile phone. Okay, it's easier when you have a mouse and you actually have a screen that you can work with on it. And remember, using Google is your best friend on this. Okay, so they had a promo last month for the AI. I'm going to show you this month's promo, and I don't have it yet on the page, but you can also go to march2023.now.site. This is something that corporate is doing. They started it in January. We've got a February one. We also have the March one. So you have a 2-minute video. And then if everybody hasn't seen this video, I'm going to play it for just a second. If you can't hear it, stop me, okay? And I will make that bigger. Hold on just a second. Oops, wrong way. Now, short 1 minute, 4-second video. You can now download and copy this video link and put it on your marketing materials. You can put it everywhere. That basically just showed you that the AI generated system is going to find everybody who has this 10 leads a day. Now I'm going to open your mind up a little bit more. It's per business. It's per page that you want to have. They have not come out and said there's a limit of 1. They are talking about 10, 20, 50 leads, okay, per business. So just understand that this is going to explode very quickly. You have 10 prospects added to your list every day automatically. They are not going to get automatically sent the email that you have in that list, okay? However, you're going to have them in your list of whatever category you're marketing for. So as Coco has done, cocoa lotion, cocoa cream, cocoa whatever, okay, in the makeup world, because they're tired of using Michael Pendleton being a knitter. So anyway, we're picking back on Cheryl again. So you have all of these tools right here at your fingertips. You can copy them to a page. You can make a page. You could actually send your prospect to this page. I don't recommend it because there's no sign-up link on it. Okay. I would take these videos down, put them on a promo page, and work with it that way. Now, existing customers get 1,000 SMS per month, unlimited mobile app, automated lead generation for $19 a month for their first month. Month number 2, that's going to go to $99. Okay. But for their first month, they can get $19 for the first month. Okay. They're also doing cash bonuses for March. Understand this promo goes from yesterday when they rolled it out till March 8th, which is Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday. Okay. So everybody who gets the unlimited monthly and they use the code 19, you get $20 instant cash. If they buy the annual subscription, they can pay $490 and you get a $50 instant cash bonus. Okay. Anybody want flyers? You're welcome to come in here and grab the screenshot of this, right click, save it, post it wherever you want to post it. Okay. Offer does end March 8th. Okay. So if they want to save 80% off on their first month, they pay $19. If they want to take 60% off of the $11.88, they're going to pay $4.90 for the year. Okay. They also receive the unlimited mobile AI free for 12 months, which means next March, they're going to have to pick up and pay for the mobile AI part of it. Okay. The business opportunity flyer is here. The full download on the compensation, you can download it from here. You can also have the Nowsite 2.0 testimonials. And you have also frequently asked questions about getting started in Nowsite. So you can download those as well. So you have a run sheet. What could you possibly ask that we can't already answer? Okay. So that is on March 2023.now.site, provided by Cheryl. She updates this page. This is not a Steve and Mary update this page as we get it done. I'll put the link to this page on our page. And yes, I will save the flyers just in case the flyers go away. Steve and I always have an archive system. Okay. If you have somebody who is speaking German or French, these pages are transcribed to 3 languages, English, German, or French. I don't know why they haven't gotten Spanish up here yet, but you have those three. Okay, the next thing I want to share with y'all, I did the compensation. Some of y'all may have experienced something called a token limit. And that's when you're using the AI feature and you've reached the max number of characters that Nowsite says you can use. And that is being addressed within support right now. So it's going to be a quick fix. So if you get the error message that says your token limit has been maxed out, send a note to support. Just let them know that you're on that list too. It's a bug they're fixing. When the new business profile rolls out for what we just showed you on getting those 10 prospects a day, or 10 leads, 10 names, 10 of people that are interested, you're going to be able to edit in the next version your business profile. Okay, the first one's not coming out that's editable. It's all done with AI. You just tell them who you are, what you do, and it creates your business profile. But the next fixed patch will have editable and savable features on it. So if you're working on something in the AI system and you're on the page and you want to create something longer, we've already told you, use the more option. If you want to copy and paste that onto a Word document while you can still have that whole thread, you can. There is a number count that stops off for the number of characters that it produces, and then it will add more characters to it. So if you're trying to write a book, or if you're trying to do something that takes more characters than what it allows on the screen and you end up hitting more, just know that you can copy and paste that and then put it back wherever you need it. Okay. The feature on the website builders that has the pink AI button on it, where it can write your headline, it can write your tagline, it will absolutely be the intro that every new person in Nowsite sees. Okay. So instead of the nerds coming back with you in the week or two, AI is already going to build that landing page for you based on your demographics. And like it showed in that video a minute ago, it picks out your perfect demographic targets. So for the cocoa butter, it was 18 to 34, 35 to 40 that would particularly like the cocoa butter that she was putting together. So keep that in mind. There is also going to be an email that comes out sometime this week So between this afternoon, Monday or Tuesday, and count Saturday and Sunday, so check your email. They're going to do an interview type style. We've already maxed out 700, 800, 900 people on the call on Tuesdays or Thursdays when they've done those, or the Wednesday mandatory affiliate training. So instead of having an open mic at the end where we're going to be able to voice our questions, she would like to have some cue cards to ask Justin these questions that is relevant to the field right now. So is there a question that you have on the software that requires Justin to answer it? Fill out that Google Doc and submit it back in. She's going to take and go through them and figure out which one she's going to ask Justin live. It will either be Monday at noon Eastern or Tuesday noon Eastern. Okay. He was not on the call this morning, so we don't have that definitive timeline, but we're thinking it will either be Monday or Tuesday. Has anybody have any questions for the new announcements I just rolled through?
Mary, I'd like to interject one thing,
Sure.
because it is the 3rd of the month, and the 15th will be here before we know it. You know, you did talk about the Google Doc and the 3 words, but you may want to show them again where it's located on the resource page so they can go ahead and fill it out.
Go to February. Code words and video 2/22/23. They did it on Wednesday last month. I'm sure it's a conflict in time for somebody, for Justin or Cheryl. Make sure you complete the Google Doc. You just simply click on the Google Doc. And you need to fill out your affiliate name, the email address that you sign on to Nowsite with, not your another alias or another number, because they don't know it's you. They're only going by your name and your affiliate email address, your code word, your second code word, your third code word, and tell us what you most like about the AI release. Okay. So they have some extra questions on here, which is, this is their bonus question. Justin loves to read these. So put down what you really like, or if you don't like something or you missed something, put a positive and then tell him, hey, you missed on this boat. Okay.
And we recommend that you complete that by at least the 12th or 13th.
Absolutely.
So it gets in. Don't wait till the 15th, because if you wait till the 15th, you may not get paid.
Sorry, my mouse is going crazy on me.
Let's review that, since it's only the second month for it as well, Mary. Let's go ahead and review the Google wallet feature as well.
That's where I was going. You're reading my mind.
Great minds, great minds.
Why we are partners. All right. So when you log into Nowsite, you're going to go down to the refer and earn. Okay. You're also, we don't need to get started or anything like this unless you've not set up your direct deposit. And this needs to be a direct deposit to your bank, checking or savings, but it is not going to go to PayPal. If you're in the United States or in Canada, it is going to be a direct deposit. Your dashboard is where you're going to go next. Okay. This is my actual dashboard for the day. I left $5.33 in it last month because there was supposed to be a $5 charge. It does come out when they do the transfer, not out of here. So your affiliate income, your influencer, your other, or your total income. When this button is red, you can withdraw from it. Every time you take a withdraw out of this, it's going to cost you $5. So unless you've purchased the $99 give back, that transfer is free. So you won't have that $5 charge if you remove that $100 one-time, I want to call it a one-time thing, but it's an every month thing. Mm-hmm. So if you're in the $99, we'll give you $100 back, then you don't pay the fee. Okay. So if you have that $99, that's where you're not going to pay when you withdraw your money. If you want to let it stack up in here,
let it accumulate.
Pull it once or twice in 6 months, you want a savings account, leave it here. It's not going to disappear. It will stay in your wallet. Okay. Questions? Nope.
Okay. Good job, Mary, as usual. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
You know, it's I really appreciate the work that Mary does every week to keep us in tune and on time with everything that's going on, because there always is a lot going on in Nowsite and doing that. A couple things I want to talk about this morning was one thing, the next thing that they're going to be coming up on AI is going to be email, right? And so email is going to be a real big game changer. Now, you can already do it. You just have to go to your homepage and just tell the AI to write you emails. But there'll come a point when you're actually doing your email campaigns that it will happen. And I can envision this after the call this morning, that I can see where they were leading down here. But because there's basically an artificial intelligence engine that runs behind everything on Nowsite already, that once they get all these pieces like social media marketing, they get email marketing, they get the SMS texting in, and all that's done, just like it's going to be like Mary did the thing about your business profile. It's gonna the what it's gonna give you some great suggestions on AI for those email campaigns. It's going to actually lead you based on everything you've done already in the platform to take and narrow that sales funnel for you. So you're getting a better descriptor, targeter, whatever, when you're shipping things down to it. Now, one of the things I've noticed with a lot of my clients over the last couple of weeks, they've changed a couple of things, but they didn't really tell us about it. Okay. So it used to be when you got a prospect, they would send you an email that you've got a prospect. You're not doing that anymore. So one of the things you have to pay very close attention to every day is your now what page, your home page, and your daily checklist. So I went in there the other day because I hadn't looked there in a couple of days because I've been kind of busy with some other stuff. And I found out that I had 5 new prospects, people who had actually customer fill formed on my websites or had responded to a direct message or one of my email campaigns. And now they're there waiting for me to connect to them. So then you can use Salesflow as a direct marketing tool. Go in there. I have a whole library of my messages now, depending on what I'm doing. So this was a Nowsite response. So she responded to my first direct message for Nowsite that I emailed her directly. So now I went to my second direct message that I set up in my messages, clicked on that, made that the default, sent it to her, and then I personalized the last part of it saying, I'm sending this to you because I saw that you clicked through and looked at my other page, and I've got your information now. Would you like to set up a one-on-one appointment? And I embedded my Calendarly link in there. Lo and behold, 2 hours later, she made an appointment on my calendar. So now I have a one-on-one with her to talk about Nowsite and do that. So I'll demo. So I told her to go ahead and sign up for the 45-minute demo, do that. And so this is the way it's supposed to work. But you have to pay. So, I don't know, Mary, did you hear him say that they stopped sending emails?
No,
So they're not sending emails anymore.
but
It's
I
going
will
directly.
say,
It's going directly right into your daily checklist now.
but also make sure your mobile app is turned on and the new app is there because that's where they're going to push it.
Yep.
So thanks for leading that in, Steve. I'm going to share this screen. And for y'all who don't know where to go find this, click on your image or your initials down here on the bottom. Come over and it opens up the account information, notification settings. Now what? Email, browser, mobile. How do you want to get notified? On your hot leads, your refer and earn, or system alerts? Okay, go ahead and click them all on. Okay, so it may not go out in email. It may go to your mobile browser instead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so understand they're going to put a lot of emphasis in this SMS. Okay, SMS from them, you're sending SMSs. It's all going to be top of mind. Everybody's phone's going to go bing, 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 bing.
But yeah, and make sure that you do have your notifications on your phone turned on for the Nowsite app.
Yes, you'll have to turn your notifications on from your phone as well. There is an article I read, and I'm going to dive into it a little bit more today with Steve. But if anybody else is out there knowing that the SMS texting companies are making sure that that number is validated to a business to do business texting, it's coming down the pike and it's coming really fast. So if I have any other techies out there that want to put their head together with us, please give us a ring, give us a message. But if you're going to produce insurance or finance or something else through the app, that app has to be to your business number. Cheryl wasn't aware of it and Justin wasn't on the call this morning. So I'll get the article over to Justin this afternoon. But I know there's several of us in the finance industry that we're going to have a concern with that. Okay.
A lot of this stems from that Telecommunications Act that they passed in the last session, where they're tightening up spam and everything else on all these fraud calls that we all get, or phishing online and stuff like that. I mean, it had one you got to be aware of is that McAfee, the antivirus software company, got hacked, and I don't know, I think like 1 million records. So they are actually phishing and sending you an email that looks like an official McAfee renewal notice, because they know when your renewal notice is. So they're sending it out about a month and a half, just like clockwork, saying it's time to renew your McAfee virus software, and this is where you need to go and click on it and give them your information and renew it. Well, guess what? It's not McAfee. And one of my clients, it cost him $169, because then about 2 weeks later, he got the real notice from McAfee for renewal, which doesn't ask you to put credit card information in because it's electronic deposit. There's your first clue, letting you know that within the next 20 days, they're going to deduct from your account. They're just giving you notice what the amount is in total, and they give you what it is and saying, look for it on your ACH debit on your bank account. The thing with phishing with this stuff is, once you're set up in the system with somebody like McAfee or another company or even Nowsite, it's auto recurring deduction. You don't have to give them your credit card information ever again.
Right. But also what happens, Steve, is that companies that you don't have subscriptions with, they still send you the emails. I get them all the time from Norton Utilities, because whoever hacked McAfee probably did it to Norton also.
Yep.
So you just have to not open don't even open those emails. Don't even respond to them like this is BS, leave me alone. Just ignore it or delete it.
Yeah, I delete them all. I mean, because I want them off my system. Totally. But just be wary of, because they're out there. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Phishing is. I mean, I read somewhere where I forget which company it was, but they built people like close to $20 million that was not real fees and doing things. So the other thing is, always look at the send address. So even the send address on this McAfee was really sophisticated. It was like renewal.mcafee.net, where it should have been just McAfee.com. And it would have been no reply McAfee.com is where, when you have the right one, that's what it looks like. So be very wary of the emails extensions as well.
Yeah, no large organization would ever use a .net or a .org. It's always a .com.
Exactly. On that.
I got one too, and I don't even have McAfee. So, owning a tech company years ago, I always, that's the first thing you do is just look at the sender.
Yep.
Because 99% of the time that tells you who it's from, right? And if it's legit or not. So
correct.
Yep. Very easy to do. Also, go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Catherine, the most important thing is to check your curiosity, because in some of these, even if you open the email, then if there's a Trojan horse or something, it can get in your system. Just as Steve said, if it doesn't look right, just hit the delete key.
Oh, yeah. Because here's the deal: if it's a legitimate company, they're gonna text you back or email you back, right? It's like, And if it's the company you already use, they already have your information. They don't need additional information
That's the whole thing. They don't need it.
ever.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, so that's not a big deal. Also, if we do go to the situation where we need, a specific number for a company, there's burner numbers and all that kind of stuff. I mean, if we ever need to do that, it's like $5 a month. So you can get multiple numbers for very cheap if we ever need to have a specific number for our business.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's
very easy.
workarounds. I just want you to be aware that that's a topic.
Yeah.
And I'll bring more to the table next Friday.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to check the number as it is registered to a business account. Because
That's
obviously
what was my takeaway. And
Yeah.
it's registered to, who do we use for SMS?
Oh, Twilio.
Twilio.
Mm,
So
yeah. Because those that are abusing it will probably just figure out workarounds too. The question is whether the legislation will have any teeth to prevent that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
well, the teeth in the Medicare arena is already there. So I know there's a couple of us on here that are in the Medicare space. And I just wanted y'all to be aware before you started sending out text messages that you need to be aware that this is coming.
Yeah, I mean, they really are, and and they're putting the onus on the telecommunications companies to really police themselves, or they're going to get fined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
An easy workaround for that is, like my personal number is also my business number, but that's what's registered with my cell phone company.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's my cell phone is under my business name.
There you
So
go.
if you ever need to do that, you can literally switch it to a business name through your company. And actually, I'll be honest with you. So most cell phone companies give businesses better deals. So
First,
throwing that out there. I get a better deal every time than my friends who don't have their business with their cell phone. So
okay. That's the 411 I've got this week. Does anybody have any open questions or working on something that you need some help on? Yes, Johnny?
yeah, go ahead, John.
I had a question. What did you say toward the beginning about 10 leads per business?
Coming in the next 2 weeks, thereabouts, Nowsite timing, okay?
Mhm.
So if it's a week, it's a week. If it's 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks. If it's 2.5, it's 2.5. When you go in and set up your new business profile, this is not on the system yet.
Oh, okay.
When it comes into the system, then the system is going to go out and do 10 AI searches for your ideal client for that business that you put in the business description.
So,
Oh,
so let me
It's going to send it to you.
yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
yeah. So what's happening is, up to this point in time, the way it's set up, because there were some people way back in the beginning when they offered unlimited contacts that abused the system. I mean, they literally hired somebody to click and download 1,000 names, and they would sell it online, resell, and that's not what Nowsite wanted. So they basically shut it down and said, "You want a lead? It's going to be one click at a time." Well, a lot of us who are real business people said, "Well, that's a lot of work, right?" Well, their answer was, "Well, we have sales pros." Well, the sales pros are gone now. They're gone. They're phasing those out. Okay, so what the compromise has been, and this has been a discussion on the Friday calls now for about 2 months or so, Mary, about 2 months or so, about, well, why don't you open the gate a little bit more and, like, say 10, 15, 20, now that AI is involved, so you can actually set it up. There'll be a time, like when you're asleep at night, it's going to go ahead and find you 10, 15, whatever they determine the number to be per business. That's what it is right now. Like Mary said, that might change to be only a day for regardless of how many businesses, but right now it's for any business when it happens. And then, so when you wake up in the morning, there's going to be in your daily checklist, there's going to be 10 brand new leads that have been assigned to whatever list you've got them on, which is attached to a website. And then you're going to be able to go in and direct message those 10 that day for you, which is great. I mean, so instead of like, you know, I usually do between 10 and 20 downloads a day anyway. I just do them on my app. I'm sitting there or whatever, and I just click, 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 click. Then I go back when I have some time, and then I do the direct messaging and attach them to my email campaign and do that. Well, it's going to save me a bunch of time now to do this, because when you think about it, even though we have unlimited leads, you can only really manage between 50 and 100 leads if you're doing this right a week, to direct message them, do everything you need to do, and have that contact and follow up. Because remember, if I download 100 this week and I set up the autoresponder to remind me a week from now I've got 100. Now next week I've got 200 to respond to, if some of them respond to me, or I want to follow up with a second direct message or a third direct message or a fourth direct message. So remember, it's going to multiply. So only prospect for the workflow that you think you can handle, and do that. Because if not, you're going to be probably
Under an avalanche.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of really great prospects that may have not responded because you're not doing it right the first time, the second time, the third time. But maybe there's something in that fourth message that all of a sudden triggers something and says, yeah, I need to get back with these guys and look at this. And because you got too much of an avalanche going, like Mary says, you're going to miss that. It's going to get buried in doing things. So from a strategic implementation process, I can find that I can handle 10 to 20 a day. And then what I do is, after the fourth DM with them and I haven't gotten anything, I go on the list and I just delete them. Because remember, when I've assigned them to that list, not only have they gotten 4 direct messages from me, they've also got 4 to 5 drip emails over a 3 to 4 week period from me as well. And if they don't respond after being touched that many times, they're not
a good fit.
Yeah. So, I mean, from an application standpoint, that's how I use SalesFlow to manage my prospects. You know, you don't want to go crazy. I mean, it's the same thing when you download a list. Okay. You know, well, you know, what do you want to do? So there are some new options that are out there, and I'm working with a company and still working out the details with them, but they actually sell lists. They email them for you because they have an ability to do that. You embed a video in the email and they pixelate it. When somebody watches the email, they scrape the data and put it into a secondary spreadsheet and send it to you. So we're doing this with a couple of our clients right now, trying it out. So I had one client who sent out 10,000 emails a week ago. They had 1,306 people watch the video. We got all that data back in. Now we set up a list, we attached it to the website, and now that website has an email drip campaign that's getting ready to drip to it. And it's doing it right now. Since they did that, in the last 3 days, they've had 3 conversions. So that's pretty good, you know, and it's not that expensive. It's actually pretty reasonable because, and I'll tell you why it's reasonable. The guy who provides the service is in the Philippines. So what they charge in the Philippines, you know, for them is a lot of money. You know, for us, not so much. So we're still trying to work out that. So again, that's another affordable tool that Mary and I are trying to bring to you guys that's affordable, that is effective to use and do that. And what we'll probably do is we're not going to even act as middle people. We'll put it as a resource on the resource page, and you can directly contact them and do business the way you want to do business with them. But I wanted to make sure that it's functioning, working, that everything is that, and we'll just provide that as another resource to the folks on the AI Wecare team for that, and do that. So that's coming. So, technology continues to evolve. That's one thing about digital marketing and technology. It continues to evolve. And I think AI, with Snapchat, Chat GPT is just going to accelerate this. It's just going to put it on steroids and move it forward. So, just when you think you've learned it all, now it's back to the books again and learn another tool, right? And that's what we're constantly doing. So, Mary, you want to add anything to that? Is that a pretty good synopsis of what's going on?
Yeah, that sums it up. So keep track of our videos, keep track of what we're teaching, keep track of the fact that, no, we're not in the studio this weekend. He's driving. So we will get more and more videos done when Steve gets back, and then I'm off for a week. So we'll cover that later. But anyway, we keep you informed. The March page will be on the team page here before the end of the day. You'll be able to find this recording on the YouTube channel. You'll also find it on the team page at the bottom where the recordings are. So you can always refer back to this. We encourage you to bring a friend, bring a prospect, bring somebody else to this meeting. It's not an exclusive meeting just for you because you're in Nowsite, and you're in the AI Wecare team, or you're an adoptee. We really want to.
You don't have to be in our downline. If you're an Nowsite user, please come join us.
Come join us. We welcome adoptees.
Yep.
Right. So, and I think we have a good standing for that as well. We've portrayed that since day one. So if you want to be an AI Wecare, we care about you, and we care about how you market your business.
Okay, so with that, I really don't have anything to add because I'm actually out of kilter this week because of where I'm at and doing that stuff. But I will be back in sync in the office on Wednesday. And so, but if you need to see Mary and I between now and the weekend, just get on our calendar or text us. That's the easiest way. And we'll find a time that we can fit you in, because right now, if you go to my calendar, there's nothing there. It's all blocked out. That doesn't mean I'm busy. That means I'm either traveling or I'm doing something like that. But if you text me, heck, I even pulled over. They got Buc-ee's in Florida now. Oh, we lost Mary. But they got Buc-ee's in Florida now. So, it's amazing. So I stopped at the Buc-ee's in Daytona Beach, and I actually was on a call with a client from my laptop in the car, using my phone as a hotspot. Technology is wonderful. So I actually helped them out. They had a problem with their Nowsite. Yes, Johnny, go ahead.
Another question about the SMS.
Yes.
When I clicked on the button to get a nerd to do something for me, it asked you for some kind of keyword or something like that. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know that, because see, I had SMS set up already on my site. So, and I have my number already.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of them just turning it on and giving me 1,000 for me. I didn't have to wait. Now, there was a couple people on the call this morning who have paid the $19 and all that stuff. But support hasn't given them their Twilio text, their SMS number yet.
Well, I did get an SMS number.
Okay, so you should still have 1,000 on there. You should. They should have.
Yeah.
If they loaded it, then you're good to go to use your SMS.
Right, but I asked them to do the SMS campaign thing for me to do it.
Oh, you mean ask the nerds to do it for you?
Yeah, because I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, so I would reach out to support and just ask them. You asked me for a keyword. Where do I find that?
Or what's it, or what does it do, or how much?
Yeah, and why do I need it? You paid the $19. You're good to go. Why does a nerd need a keyword to do an SMS campaign for me? They don't need a keyword to do a website for me. They don't need a keyword to do an email campaign for me.
I don't know.
Yeah, so that's the question I'd ask
Okay, I will.
on that. So I know Mary's been having internet problems, and it looks like we lost Dennis too because he's on the same server. So I guess it's just me, guys. But let me just remind you all out there in video land that you can find this recording every week, usually on Saturday, and it's on the AI Wecare team.now.site, which is our website resource pages for the team, where you can find all kinds of great tips and tricks and links to these videos like these right now. Or you can also go to our YouTube channel at AI Wecare Team, our YouTube channel, and please subscribe and like us. We are building up a large amount of subscribers now, which is nice. Last week, I noticed that we had over 200 people watch this video online, and we have a lot of people subscribing who are Nowsite users who we have no idea who they are. So, we wish you'd come on maybe locally, and on this call, which is at 11:30 Central Time every week, you can find the link to that call on our resource page, also at aiwecareteam.now.site, to get on this call weekly with us, to learn more about Nowsite and what's going on in the Nowsite world. Other than that, we've got about 7 minutes left in the call, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that back to you guys. Give you 7 more minutes of your day back today, and thank everyone out there for joining us. Again, this was the AI Wecare Team Nowsite Users Group. This is the video recording that took place on March 3rd, 2023. Thank you for joining us today, and I works best for you, and hopefully we'll see you here next week, same time, same channel. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend.
Okay.